What's up everyone, my name is Hakon and welcome y'all to a new how to train video on my channel. This time I am gonna try a bit of a different format, since it seems like the longer videos don't seem to be as attractive to the regular audience. So today you can already see the result of how to train HYOMA CHIGIRI. In this video I will go over the comp that I used to train this 96,000 HYOMA CHIGIRI, and in another video launching either simultaneously or half an hour after this video's going online, you will be able to actually see the run that led me to get this CHIGIRI. As you can already see, the way you should try to train CHIGIRI is mainly over speed, kick power, and a bit of intelligence. Stamina will come naturally, since both image training and full shuttle run training boosts stamina as a substat, which we absolutely do not mind at all though. Stamina is great to have, since stamina helps decrease the stat loss as the match progresses. The more a player loses his stamina, the more his stats deteriorate as the match goes on, so a solid stamina set will help keep your player's performance up till the very end. So let's look at CHIGIRI as a character. We can already see it right here by taking a good look at him. 45% of speed bonus when training him, 18% of both kick and intelligence. To go over CHIGIRI as a support himself, his training cards are a green Ultra Shuttle Run, a gold Ultra Shuttle Run on level 65, black Circuit Training, that is the muscle card that inverts stamina and physical gain, so from this card you gain more stamina and less physical, and on level 100 a black Ultra Shuttle Run. The gold skill he gives is Falcon Wing, which greatly boosts the speed of a player during a match. You get it from selecting the blue dialogue option in the dialogue named Adjustment. Let's go over his abilities as a training partner. On level 50 he boosts your speed stat. On level 50 that will be 18%. He will come with a practice match bonus that should be around, I believe, 22.5%, somewhat around that. The values might be a bit off, but he comes with a nice little practice match bonus early on, which is good especially if you are lower ranked and just want a consistent comp that gives you constant okay results instead of aiming for the peak as most whales or higher level players do. Then following is event stat boost up. That essentially boosts stats gained by any kind of dialogues, which is not something I really like, since dialogues tend to give like a total of 100 stats or something. If you increase that by 40%, congrats, you're getting 140 of stats. But if you have somewhat of a good account, you can get 140 of stats even with a 100% on a gold training card during your run. So it's not really a good ability. On level 60 he unlocks training intelligence boost up, which is very interesting since his training cards are not cut out to boost intelligence at all. But I guess when you're absolutely desperate to wield a wisdom character, you can consider him, even though I wouldn't. And on level 80 he unlocks another training speed boost, making him one of the best, if not the best, current speed supporter in the game. And he also comes with special training rate up at the start that should be about 30%, if I am not mistaken, once you unlock it on level 80. And as you get him to level 100, it will go to 70%. So yeah, that will definitely help in spawning all of these beautiful cards. But I've yapped enough now, let's look at the actual comp training HYOMA CHIGIRI. Thanks again to Mika for letting me lend this account. And if you're interested in the exact run and not just the comp of how I got this 96,800 CHIGIRI, please feel free to watch the other video on my channel. It should be findable through the Blue Lock PWC playlist on my channel. If you need any help regarding other characters, do not hesitate to give these videos a go, since I do want to say, even though they're a bit longer, in the first part of the video you'll always find me talking about the comp. So if that's what you're in for, just watch the first part of the video. If you want to see the run that leads to the final result, go ahead. So let's move on with the comp. As I said, what I think is easier to train is speed and kick in that combination. That is for two reasons. Number one, there is limited intelligence support in the game, limited through the names of Rin, Nico, and maybe Isagi, and all of those at some point get a Blue Lock Man shot practice card anyways. So while building these, especially looking at Rin, who even has a bigger training boost to kick than to intelligence, I don't know if it's really worth going for an intelligence speed build. Also, the mental imagery training, after all, boosts the stats intelligence, technique, and stamina, while the full shuttle run boosts stamina, speed, and kick. So by going for that combo, the only really boosted stat that overlaps is stamina, and that's only a sub-stat in both of those trainings. If you take the Ultra Shuttle Run training and combine it with the Blue Lock Man shot practice training, you will find that a sub-stat of the full Shuttle Run training, which is kick, is also the main focus of the Blue Lock Man shot practice. So that will be able to sync up a bit better with the practice card in order to get a good kick on your CHIGIRI, other than going for speed. But since speed is still the main thing to go for on CHIGIRI, the friend support we're gonna pick, since you obviously can't support CHIGIRI with CHIGIRI unless you have him on level 100, is Tsurugi Zantetsu. He is currently the only other real speed support in the game. He may not be the only one. You could talk about Mitoma Kaoru if you actually somehow find the level 100 Mitoma. But what I don't like about Mitoma is that he boosts technical and kick and speed. He boosts 3 different stats, and his main thing that he boosts is actually technical, and kick and speed, the 2 stats that we want on CHIGIRI, is actually rather on the side. In addition to that, all he offers is a practice match bonus and event stat up, and he only has 1 Ultra Shuttle Run card and no Blue Lock Man shot practice card. Looking at Zantetsu, we can obviously see the 2 Ultra Shuttle Run tiles, 1 exercise machine tile, which also has speed as a substat, so you can, even with the correct supports, you can even get a good chunk of speed from an exercise machine card, which is very nice. Obviously his main buff is training speed up. He also comes with practice match bonus and event stat boost up, not as high as Mitoma for the match bonus, but realistically, as soon as you get to around SS plus 1, SS plus 2, maybe even SS plus 3, practice match bonus will become pretty irrelevant, since you'll find it to be more worthy going for a high peak and a low floor instead of a low floor and instead of a low ceiling and a high floor, because the way upwards is just so much more rewarding once you finally get that good run. On level 100, or the level 80 ability rather, also comes with special training rate up, which helps in spawning black tiles, or tiles in general, which is something that Mitoma fully lacks. And his skill level up 7 helps a lot with providing skills like One Big Step, which boosts the dribbling speed, which means if you win a breakthrough, if you pass someone with a dribbling, you will cover more space on the field and get closer to the goal. And the gold skill Egoist is actually a really good skill for forwards. So speed-based forwards like CHIGIRI actually need to have this skill on him, as you can already read. If CHIGIRI, who has a shooting ult by the way, scores a goal, it boosts all of their stats for the rest of the match. So you might even want to start, if you get a good CHIGIRI, you might even want to start with him as your captain. Because if One Big Step activates, you might be able to carry the ball over the field nicely, shoot directly, and then Egoist will activate and just boost all of your stats for the rest of the match, which is really pretty nice. So you want to use Zantetsu as a friend support and then put in Reo for the speed boost and fill the rest with more kick boosting cards like Baru, Nagi and Kunigami. For Kunigami, he on level 50 he already comes with special lecture bonus. On level 60 he already comes with lecture rate up, two great passives to have. Baru has special training rate up as opposed to Kunigami, which is the one ability from the Holy Trinity, I'm gonna call it, that Kunigami lacks. So it's actually quite nice to have Baru as a bit of a tile spawner. I don't think I have to talk about Nagi. Special training rate up early, speed boost, kick boost, and a black full shuttle run card on level 65 is really nice. So he's a must for sure. Now looking at the cards, Chigiri scales with kick and intelligence, so Kunisagi as the best SSR in the game is a must. You can also take Henri since she does boost speed through her tiles, although her training passive is stamina boost up, having special training rate and lecture rate on level 50, plus her ability to occasionally recover stamina through her dialogues is still a very valuable asset to have. Now for the last SSR, there's a few things we could go for. One thing I wouldn't go for is this SSR. Easy to see. It's not good on level 50. It has no good passive on level 50. The only good passive that it has, training bonus, and later on practice match bonus, which is okay, and special lecture bonus, come on level 60 and above. And he has a red dribbling card. We're not going for technique, we're going for speed and kick mainly. So instead of that, you can think about Battlefield for that early special lecture bonus and practice match bonus, in addition to the nice kick power boost up. You can think about the Rin card since it actually boosts intelligence, even though that's a bit later on. It also has special training rate up and lecture rate up, and comes with a Blue Lockman shot practice card. Or you can go with one of the most underrated SSRs. Our only option is to crush them, Team V. Comes with a kick power boost, special lecture bonus and practice match bonus, all on level 50. It's actually a really good SSR, a really balanced SSR on level 50 to have, and it provides a shooting and a speed tile. So it's definitely a solid pick if you don't want to go with Battlefield. You can also go for Meeting with a Genius because it's universally good thanks to special training rate up, but it's really a technical focused SSR, so I wouldn't really do that and instead just stick with those three or Battlefield or the Rin SSR. If you have this SSR on level 100, share your genius with me, you can also go with that if you don't have the others on a high level, since it has training bonus, kick boost up, speed boost up, and actually even an 80% practice match bonus. So it can be quite nice, especially for beginners if you have it on level 100. Feel free to give it a go for Chigiri, it's cut out to train players like Chigiri, or even Roulette Volley Nagi. So for the level 100 comp, there's not much difference actually, since all of these units still stay good. Nagi on level 100 just gets training bonus and special lecture bonus, making him inevitable together with his training rate up. Baru on level 80 gets lecture rate up and special lecture bonus. With his kick boost up and his 2 shooting tiles, he is inevitable for us to have. Reo boosts speed more than he boosts any other stats and comes with a 70% lecture bonus, which is really nice to have, in addition to also boosting intelligence on the side, so he will be there to just turn lectures into stat machines. And once more we'll go with friend Zantetsu to get more and more speed in. So for this one, actually the level 50 and the level 100 comp are quite the same. If you want to, you can put in Rin as a level 100 character for his special lecture bonus and his kick power boost and his additional training bonus. If you're desperate, you can put in this Nagi for match bonus, if you want to build a full match bonus comp since he also has training bonus and a minor speed boost. If you want to, you can put in Mitoma, but I am really not a big fan of him. You can even think about Gagamaru, but since he mainly boosts physical and stamina, and the only thing he really helps with in CHIGIRI is having this level 65 Ultra Shuttle Run tile, I would really rather not. So that's the comp. Now for the cards, I decided to go with Kunisagi and Henri for the obvious reasons, and for the third SSR, I went with Battlefield. It boosts kick greatly, it has a practice match bonus, it has special lecture bonus, and it has special training rate up, plus his special ability to have the dialogue stats that you gain boosted randomly, which means instead of getting 100 stats from dialogues, you can just randomly get 200 stats, 300 stats, or if you're lucky, even 500 stats with one dialogue. I just thought, why not take it? If you're a bit opposed to Battlefield or haven't really maxed it, if you're desperate for those units that only exist to give a good amount of stats, you can go with Easy to See for its lecture bonus and training bonus, but again, I'm not too big of a fan of Easy to See, unless you wanted to absolutely do nothing except turn black card special lectures into stat monsters. You can think about Team V, but sadly it's one of the SSRs that falls off, but it does get the speed boost later on, so if you somehow have Team V on a high level, you can think about taking it. And other than that, you could give Unchained a go, but I really don't like it. It's ass. Despite boosting speed, it really is ass, and nothing that it has can really save it. You can go with the Rin, but honestly, in this case, boosting physical and intelligence is not good enough, despite having the trifecta and a Black Bullockman shop practice card, for me to outweigh the utility of Battlefield or even Easy to See. So now you know that is the comp I used. I can show you it as some kind of proof to finish off the video here as well. Thanks to Mika for lending me this account. This is the comp I used to train. Feel free to give it a go. Thank you all for watching, and if you want to see the exact run that led to this result, go to my channel. You might even find it as a recommended video, else just search for it and you can join me in the actual journey of how this CHIGIRI happened. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy what I do, and see you next time. Bye!